The basis for emergency planning is having an all-hazards plan. This requires knowing your risks and developing emergency plans to use during and after the situation. The plan will lay out procedures for communication, preparedness, response, and recovery. Your all-hazards emergency plan can be as detailed or as simple as you choose to make it. The most important thing is that it is user-friendly for your staff and volunteers. Along with your all-hazards plan, you will need to have emergency-specific preparedness plans, which are subsets of the larger plan and are used for occasions such as fires, hurricanes, medical emergencies, or hostile events. You do not want a plan that will be limited in scope. In many instances, it is no longer a what if it can happen scenario, but when it will happen. Create a disaster supply kit that contains essentials such as non-perishable food, bottled water, battery-powered radios, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, duct tape, plastic sheeting, and plastic garbage bags. Alert your staff to the location of the kit and make sure you have a plan for who will be responsible for its retrieval in an emergency. Create maps from floor diagrams with arrows that designate the exit route assignments. These maps should include locations of exits, assembly points, and equipment such as fire extinguishers, first aid kits, or spill kits that may be needed in an emergency, and post them prominently for all staff and patrons to see. Exit routes should be clearly marked and well lit, wide enough to accommodate the number of evacuating personnel, unobstructed and clear of debris at all times, and unlikely to expose evacuating personnel to additional hazards. When including a shelter-in-place option in your emergency plan, be sure to implement a means of alerting staff and patrons to shelter in place that is easily distinguishable from an evacuation signal. Train employees in the procedures and their roles in implementing them, including caring for patrons and visitors in the building and providing for their safety. Quickly lock exterior doors and close windows, air vents, and fireplace dampers. Have employees familiar with your building's mechanical systems turn off all fans, heating and air conditioning systems, especially systems that automatically provide for exchange of inside air with outside air. Close or tape off all vents in the room used for shelter in place. Write down the names of everyone in the room and call your designated emergency contact to report who is in the room with you and their affiliation with your business. Select an interior room above the ground floor with the fewest windows or vents, and with adequate space for everyone to be able to sit. Avoid overcrowding by selecting several rooms if necessary. Large storage closets, utility rooms, pantries, copy and conference rooms without exterior windows will work well.